Hi. The most heartbreaking part of Lorena's story, the young 23-year-old woman that was um, tormented by Chris Mitchell for days in the back trailer of his yard in Santa Rosa, California, is that when she was still in shock from it all, she stayed at Santara Kundalini's house, Amelia O'Connor, and she told her face to face what happened while she was still in shock, and Santara refused to back her up. She absolutely refused. Not only did she refuse to back her up or to sympathize with her, she then went on to attack the other women who came out with their stories. A whole group of women that were following him at that time came out with stories. Let's look at how this happened. You have an elderly woman that people are looking up to as a sister and a mother and a best friend, and other elderly women, because a lot of the women that followed him were in the 40 to 60 age, where they have empty nests and they're out searching for something. Their hormones are telling them they're having spiritual realizations. And anyways, the younger women that are having some really extraordinary experiences and they need guidance. They feel that they need guidance. They need understanding. They fall into this because they trust the older women. And here the older women, I don't know what's wrong with her. I honestly don't. Santara, she gets off on getting naked in front of this man. Maybe she's in love with him. I don't know, maybe. And she tells the rest of the women that through this devotion to him, this naked devotion to him, that she reaches states of bliss. Well, maybe she does, but nobody else does. Nobody else does. The other thing about it is, if you are in this sort of state of consciousness where you're in an expanded spiritual whatever, you could probably lay yourself down and have bliss to a chair. It could be anything. So let's try not to get off topic here. She really bothers me. She encouraged many women to go to this man, so they believed he was safe. They believed he had what he had through all the red flags and contradictions of his personality because of her. There has to be a following of seemingly intelligent women to make you feel that you can trust someone you normally would not. The other horrifying story, and you can find her story on Cult Education. Google Chris Mitchell / Chrism Kundalini / Cult Education. It's a long story and it's sickening. It's disgusting. The other really bad one is of this other young woman, and the reason it's so horrible is because she was only 17. And he was trying to tell her father, who was a student of his at the time, that she needed to come to California, that it would be helpful for her. What he didn't know was that Chris Mitchell told this 17-year-old girl, young woman, that she needed his sperm to help her in her activation. That it would be very beneficial to her. And the other horrifying stories are about him telling women they have entities in their vaginas. And yeah, it just gets grosser and grosser. And I'm going to make a series of videos, and I just am doing a few of these as practice runs for hoping that I get better at this. I haven't been writing things down, which I should be doing. Over this last year, I've come into so much information, and I'll try to share more and more of it with you as we go along. Thank you. Coming here live from Cold Bass, Minnesota, talking about pervert guru Chris Mitchell.